mom bought me Girdle, and I really, and definitely from a place of love, not from a place of judgment or ill will. And I had to sit with what my mom I chose to accept it. My stomach is distending from two autoimmune disorders, and it's really very hard to find a place to just even talk about. And yeah, I'm going to be getting into that in this video today, and hopefully offering you some encouragement from wherever you are, dealing with American beauty standards, also dealing with our own standards of ourselves and of other women. And yeah, we're going to be getting today. So, welcome back. I'm Virginia. I'm a licensed mental health therapist. I recently with two autoimmune disorders. We are trying to get things done, and like it's just sitting with me, it's getting heavy inside of me, and just kind of could not shake it. And I realized that if I could not shake it, there's probably somebody else out there who maybe has a very similar experience and maybe has sat with some questions with some thoughts that might be pretty embarrassing themselves. So I decided let me hop in the car real quick, do this quick video, and um, let's get into it. So yeah, so this happened the other day. Um, getting my mom eating really well. And she's like, yeah, I got you this. And I'm just now recognizing that a lot of folks may not even know what a girl is. So essentially for you younger folks out there, it's shapewear. So shapewear, when you're a little too fluffy and it's like, oh, you need to put some of your fluffiness in parts where it's not supposed to be. So I was talking to her and we shifted the conversation to something else, kept talking. And then eventually, she swung back around to the girdle, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm just thinking of you, and yeah, I've got one, and this, that, and the third." And yeah, and I thought, I actually have some shapewear, and I thought, I just can't put it right. And if my stomach is distended from the two autoimmune disorders that I have, it's causing inflammation in my body, and so I just can't fit the girdles that I have right now. So I was like, oh, and you could tell she was a little taken aback, and and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I figured you probably had something like that already." Yeah. Thank you so much for thinking of me, though. I appreciate you. So after I left, I just could not help but sit with the fact of I knew that when I look in the mirror and when I see me, I don't see the same me that I used to see before. I don't see the same woman look back at me and I'm like, man, girl, you were killing it. You were working that thing, girl. I don't see it anymore. And it's sad to me. And it has to be sad for me, honestly. It has to. So the other piece of it for me that's hard, which I can imagine might be so hard for some of the others, is I am failing my own image of what beauty is supposed to look like on me. And I feel like somebody else out there might be experiencing something very similar. But I made the decision. I'm so grateful that I did. I'm glad my mom handled it well as well. Um, just to say, thank you, to definitely appreciate that offer, but to know that that could fit me in my life right now. And with that being said, sometimes we go through life and we go through different changes and seasons, and maybe the advice or the help that our loved ones would have given us in the past, maybe it would have fit great. It would have been absolutely perfect. Maybe there's interventions that we would have done for ourselves in the past that would have been great. It would have been perfect, but for whatever reason, it's just not landing the same way that it used to. My, I just want to offer just a little tidbit, just from me and my mom, and from my other family members and my friends, is to offer a little bit of grace and compassion for that person who's trying to show you care and love. And I do think that that's a very different thing from a situation where there's abuse or there's manipulation. And all that kind of foolishness. That's not what I'm talking about right now and today. But if you're in a position where you're noticing that the advisor, the help, or the support did not land, ooh, no pun intended, the support did not land in the way that felt the most comforting for you, again, offer some compassion to that person because I'm sure there are things that you have tried to do to help yourself, but it didn't work. It didn't land this thing. And that's gonna happen. We're not always gonna get it right, not even close. And so hopefully as you're offering a little bit of compassion out there for that loved one, that person who's trying to be supportive of you, you're also giving some compassion to yourself. And we're all just trying to figure this thing out together. So thank you so much for your time with me. If you do not subscribe to my channel, I do ask that you would take some time to do that. I'm going to be covering everything from stress management, autoimmune disorder, to black love, to PIC, to being a therapist and just trying to figure all this stuff out, y'all. So thank you so much for your time with me today. Again, my name is Virginia. I'm a licensed mental health therapist, and I really hope that you do something that is good for you, but also good for those out there in your community. Take care. Until next time.